if you have any questions.
Now that is much more chirpy. Greetings.
Elwynn said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight.
Well, I've seen better.
Huh. You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Beerend. Please, feel free to look around. We've got a bit of everything.
I don't mean to be rude, but who is Beerend? You mentioned him twice.
Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
Ah, right. Right. Were you at the execution yourself?
No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that.
Oh, I see. Well, what have you got to sell me?
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Ah, she sells more than that woman across the way. Not that I'm going to buy anything else. Although I said that last time and look what happened. You just don't know what you're going to come up against, do you? Circlet of Extreme Alchemy. Wow. I mean, things like this, you know, I wouldn't wear them as a standard thing, but if I carry it with me, when it comes to to creating potions, I could just put it on, keep it in my wardrobe at the college. I'm tempted. What else have we got here? Don't need any potions, of course, or any food or ingredients. Books. Miscellaneous. Could buy her soul gems from her. As I say, I am actually tempted here for this Circlet of Extreme Alchemy. Take it with me. Only weighs 2, and when it comes to concocting potions back at the College of Winterhold, just pop it on. Make slightly more powerful potions. Yeah. Of course, we make that money back in dragon scales and bones. Flawless garnet. Leather strips times 45. And that's it, I think. Gold ingot. Oak flesh. Elven boots of waning shock. Elwyn's winter warmers. Yep, there we go. So we've sold. Oh no, there's a couple more things. This orcish battle axe and steel war axe of shocks. There we go. So we've sold everything we need to sell. So all that is left for us to do in the shops around here is to purchase. So if anything else piques Elwyn's interest, he'll snap it up.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Bits and Pieces, what a lovely name for a shop. Although I would personally call it Bits and Bobs, but that's my preference. Okay, come Brelina. Do you have a ring, Brelina?
I've got your back. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
I know, of course, she has that diamond ring I crafted for her a long time. Oh, Ring of Minor Magicka. Ah, she does have one already. Because I was going to give her my destruction ring if she required it, but no. Looks as if she doesn't need it.
You...
So we have a new ring, we have a new circlet. I may go away from solitude broke. What's this? Looks like the apothecary. Angeline's Aromatics. Sounds a rather pleasant place where you'd buy something to put in your bath, smelling salts and such.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Oh, sweet old lady. How do you do?
If you're looking for potions, you should talk to my aunt, Angeline Morard.
I'm going to do.
Ah, welcome to Angela's Aromatics. Can I help you with some herbal needs?
You look like an adventurous
You're a
one.
traveler,
I
correct?
bet we're kindred spirits.
Have you been to Whiterun?
I have indeed. I have a house there, actually.
Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army.
Fura.
I was hoping you might have met her.
Fura.
I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help.
I haven't heard of anybody called Fura, and I've been to Whiterun many times. But I can certainly look into it for you.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
Okie dokie. Right, what have we got for sale?
Ah, so you're an alchemist then?
Of a sort. Not the world's best, but I do my bit to get by. I'm working on it though. I don't know why I'm looking. I don't need to sell. Buy. Books. Restore health potion recipe. No.
Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
I certainly won't, dear.
You were there for Rogvir's execution.
Yes, nasty bit of business, wasn't it?
Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir.
Did she just teleport?
And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter.
Sorry, love, I got distracted there. Your grandma has just teleported away. Nifty trick, if you ask me. I should learn it. Anyway, why were they executing that poor fella?
You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out.
Ah, right. Okay.
People to see and places to go, huh? Later then.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Goodbye, folks. So that seems to be the shops in the immediate vicinity sorted. If we just get our local map up, we can see far better. The Winking Ski, that's where we came in. Bits and pieces, Angeline's Aromatics. Okie dokie. I think we'll go and speak with Jarry Ra, see what he has to say for himself. Morning.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
Depends what you have in mind.
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things.
I'm no thief.
Of course not. Thieves take what is precious. Thieves steal. We just take what will not be missed, what no one needs anymore. Maybe we take some weapons and stop a few deaths. Who would call that thievery?
Fine, go on then. I'm listening.
I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the ice runner would run aground.
So you want me to put out the lighthouse fire?
What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
I don't like the sound of this. What if I was to turn you into the guards, eh? Although I'm not going to say that to his face.
It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task.
I'm not going to do that. Oh. I'll keep this quest on about Aldis because I think he's the captain of the guard here, so we'll keep that on for now. Yes, definitely not going to partake in this little debacle.
If you're looking for opportunities to make some coin, well, I'm your man. You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Oh, there it is. Lights out. It's a main quest. Put out the fire in the Solitude Lighthouse. Nope. Doesn't sound like my cup of tea, to be honest with you.
Fresh
Spiced wine.
straight from
Whoa!
the shore.
Home and heart.
Did I hear spiced wine? Excuse me.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
Why? What do you need from the docks?
Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I can manage. If there was a couple of bottles of this lovely spiced wine thrown in as a reward.
Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time.
Oh. Okie dokie. So, is this spiced wine of yours made from a secret recipe, or can anybody make it?
Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any.
Wow. This is the only place in Skyrim to get spiced wine? Well, I'm going to have to buy about 15 bottles and take them back to Winterhold with me, aren't I? Okay.
Good luck.
And out of interest,
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe.
how are your sales? I imagine people flock to purchase this stuff.
They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year.
Burning of King Olaf?
Well, it's a great big festival put on by the bards every year. They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun. The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up. But with the death of High King Torig, the festival has been declared in poor taste. So it looks like it won't happen this year.
Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, I'll go down to the docks and get your spices for you, and I'll be back for my reward.
Stay warm and keep sober. It's the two things I know for sure will make life better.
Useful information. Hello, folks.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune?
No, I'm okay. What do you do around here?
I'm a bard, from the Bard's College here in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
No, okay.
Thanks for taking the
And
time.
you?
People never want
As
to
High
talk to
Priest
me.
of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
High Priest, eh? Morning.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek.
Bit of small talk. Trouble getting any ripe goods here? It's a bit colder up this part of town.
I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness.
Oh, I see. I bet you get some interesting people coming through here.
That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help.
Ah,
Everything I've got on display, really.
food.
Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
So that's the third person to mention this traveller that's passed through to the Blue Palace. Sounds like an important man.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Apparently Elwynn realised that him and his daughter were at the execution. Very observant.
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rodvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
Oh, it's a crying shame.
These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
Okay. Market. Fresh fish. Come and get your fish. Right, we've got up. Oh, we've got... Whoa, whoa, kids running about. I think we'll go down here. Hello there.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
What? What's wrong with my outfit?
Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment.
Ah.
We could fix you right up.
I see where this is going. I don't think so, buddy. See you later.
Remember Radiant Raiment when you need a change of attire.
Yes, remember Radiant Raiment when you want to be insulted. And made to feel about 2 foot tall when you go shopping there. I think I'll pass. Well, I'll pluck the... What? Is this the same 3 kids or different kids? Kiddies, you should never run around like this.
I won't see Rodvir anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
Yes, dear, because he had his head chopped off. He says under his breath, of course. Not to startle the poor young child.